Like, I don't know why the freaking camera likes to just decide at random, okay, so now we're gonna be like really up close, and now we're gonna be like way over here. Because we never move it's on our TV, we never move the position. So like, sometimes it shows us like way the hell back over here, and then we have to squish in because they're so fucking constricting. Hi, how's it going? Mark here.
Hello.
Victor's here. Erin's not here, unfortunately, because she's busy with stuff. But we've got a trash and a crash in here. Are we getting Medieval Remaster remake this October? Of course we are. Just in time for the Halloween. Also, Jonas is here. What's up? Okay. Happy pre-Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day Eve to all mommies out there. Okay, so we can. Which one do you want to do? I want to do Spyro 1. However, they're already complete on these. Is this one yours? Like on my profile, is that one yours saved? Or, so like, okay.
You can just like delete that one or whatever. I don't care. I already did.
Yeah, because I did that one, number 3, just for fun. I was doing it like yesterday, I think.
I was just saying go with 3.
I don't want to delete 3. Fine, fuck it. I'll delete it. I don't care. I'm a thug.
Did you just put forever in all caps? Where it's like if you delete it, it's deleted forever.
Oh, no, probably. This stream was way easier to set up because what we have to do when we bring Aaron on, since it's through an app on the phone, is that we have to like put the phone in and the speaker in so they're both charging. Really just the speaker if it needs it, but the phone always to have it charging. Plug it in to an outlet with an extension cord, and then we have to like put like a little makeshift like theme for the the phone in front of the mic and make sure that the theme's there, and like there's a lot to do and it doesn't take too long, but like I don't know, I spend like a good 10 minutes doing that before each stream. This one I was like, oh, just grab the mic and the stool, it's fine. Oh, I should have audio balance first. Fuck. We'll do that after Nestor shuts the fuck up.
Free 10 dragons in the
So we're just gonna play for about an hour and a half because since it's Mother's Day Eve, we have to go get Mother some presents.
Find dragons.
I don't know why I say it like that.
That's
But
all I can tell you.
what we're gonna do is go into here.
Find dragons first, young man.
Find dragons, you fuck. Oh, they're already good. Okay, hopefully you can hear us well. We should probably watch the stream back. Can you put it on, please?
Yeah. So what game should they remake next?
Actually,
What do you think, bro? Should there be another remaster or something?
I don't know. Remaster Centipede.
Centipede.
Not really kidding either. Actually, I'll just pull it up on my phone. I got it.
Oh, I already clicked on it. Here.
Okay.
Yeah.
That works.
Welcome to the chat. I don't have an actual channel on that account.
Hold on.
I did the Rayman.
Oh
my god.
Is anyone throw up yet?
Get motion sickness yet?
Okay, we're good. Everything's fine. I'm an Italian.
Shit.
Okay. Welcome to the land of Spyro.
You've seen this plenty of times.
What?
I was just saying, like, welcome to the land of Spyro. You've seen this plenty of times.
I have.
I know you have.
I've seen it for 20 years.
It's actually 20 years.
In the land of dragons. What is the stream already?
We're only 7 minutes in already.
As you can tell, we don't do well without a third party.
I know, right? We need banter. Hearty conversations.
Well, here's one. We started watching the Ace Attorney anime.
Yes.
Victor did. I've already seen it with Aaron. That's what prompted us to start streaming the game.
We found someone on YouTube who...
It was just a channel on YouTube that had like at least like the first 12 episodes, and so we got up to like episode 4 last night. It was really great.
It was hilarious. We were all laughing our asses off. Just making jokes and whatnot.
Well, not even that. It's because of the fact of how the actual characters' voices sounded in comparison to the voices that we're doing for the characters in the game.
Oh, it's so weird.
So when I was, it's one thing for me to explain where I get my influence for the dumb voices I do for the characters from, but it's another to actually hear. It's another thing to actually hear the characters talk, and then you hear the influence. At least for Victor, like Gumshoe, like is loud, but it's not as dumb as mine. But you can see how like, that's where I got the inspiration for him being like loud as shit.
Yeah.
So we were just busting up at that.
Yeah, because we watched. It was the second episode, right? Yeah, it was.
Yes.
And as soon as he came in, I was like, "It's Gumshoe!"
It was amazing.
Oh my god.
Then I found out that Phoenix Wright is in Marvel vs. Capcom 3.
That shit was hilarious.
That was amazing because I made a joke because we were watching I think the 3rd episode like right after, and the opening came up and it's like Capcom presents. I'm like Capcom. What if he was in Marvel vs. Capcom? And the Victor just turns to me and goes, "No, he is."
Yeah, I was like, dude, that's actually true.
I was like, "What? No, it's not." And then
I
looked it up. I was like,
I'm not lying. It's real. And at the entire time, I was watching.
Oh my god!
Yeah,
I was laughing. Oh,
I was laughing
amazing.
at how he was just seeing all this. It was hilarious.
I want to play that just to play Phoenix Wright. Because his moveset is fucking amazing.
And this is why people want Phoenix Wright in Smash Brothers.
Is there an actual niche audience for that?
A small one, but yes.
Are you serious?
You know you know those like polls that fans do? All those like unofficial polls or whatever?
Oh yeah.
Phoenix Wright
He's
is
on
like
there?
is like on there for a good majority of them. With like Gino or whoever, but he's on the list. I mean I just find it hilarious.
One of the comments said, there should be a crossover like the Fusion games. That'd be cool. I think, I've always thought, like, did I get it? Yeah. I was like, how would it be if, there was like a 3DS, like, crossover game. But it'd be really weird, though. I don't know how you make that work.
Crossover game?
Between Crash and Spyro. Like, not, like, something bigger than just, like, oh, you know. Honestly, that,
Imagine
the only way that could work is, it pains me to say it, is something like Skylanders, where, like, Imaginators is your first step into that, because you can literally have Crash and Spyro running around and killing enemies together. But they're both limited to, like, you know, they both have the same limitations of, you know, their jumps aren't high, Spyro doesn't glide.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, that's kind of the way it would have to work, because Crash and Spyro's gameplay styles are so different.
Yeah.
Like, Spyro's open, Crash is linear. There's no way you can... They would have to bring Crash out of his, you know, classic element, you know, as it were, and instead of making them linear, they'd have to go, like, Twin Sanity or, like, Titans. Not with the gameplay of Titans, but, I mean, like, with that open world-ish style. It's, like, pseudo-open world.
Yeah.
Because, there's Spyro in a linear hallway platforming ass setting, it just will not work. But Crash in an open world setting, while it's worked before, you can't really have classic Crash in an open world setting. As far as I know, as far as I'm, you know, speculating on, because like his moveset is so limited, there's not much you can really do in an open world with classic Crash. Ironically, that's kind of why we want to see a reboot that is a little bit more open world, so we could see how that would actually work. If it could work, you know? They'd have to do something really fantastic with the gameplay in order to make an open world Crash, like, actually work.
Yeah.
That's why I want to see more playable characters than just, I want to see, like, Coco playable and you can hack shit, or, like, you know, run around in a mech that she pilots or something. That'd be fucking dope. I mean, I don't know. I've always thought the theme of a Crash reboot could be like magic versus technology. Like we've kind of seen it before, but like bring Aku Aku Nuka Uka in more to the story, and then like have, you know, actual, like, you know, Cortex with his inventions, Engine and Coco duking it out with their technology. Like, I don't know. Have something crazy like that. That's what the fan film plot kind of had. The fan film's plot had undertones of that. Like magic and technology.
Earlier, there were people that we have in the chat, they were like talking about, like, oh, Crash or Smash and whatnot, or like,
That's still a thing, it could still happen.
but now they're talking about, characters in CTR. In,
Well, because we didn't get the,
What's the Raven Loser?
Oh!
Oh my god.
That was close.
That delay though.
We did not get the, a full roster reveal like we thought we were gonna get, but they did confirm that Entrance. I mean, we already saw Entrance's sticker in the trailer, so of course he's already playable. Plus, just taking Nitro Card into consideration, you know, he was in Nitro Card.
Yeah.
But we got confirmation officially that he's in like what, the intermediate class, I believe. And then I don't think he's in the heavy class because they explained the weight class. Well, yeah, how Sai here is saying. Norm. I mean, they've been confirmed. We just haven't seen them yet. We won't see them for a while. It depends on if they want to show them off in a trailer, in another upcoming trailer, or not, or whatever. But they're in the game. They're in the game. Oh, E3 is gonna be fucking dope.
E3 is gonna be amazing, dude.
I'm sure everyone keeps saying Spyro's gonna be in it. Spyro's gonna be in it. And I know he's going to be. There's no way that they're not gonna pass up on that opportunity. But I think that that reveal will probably be saved for E3. It seems like it's gonna be like the biggest reveal, and it would be a nice bookend to the whole.
You know, it'd be really awesome.
Yeah.
If they were like, they're like, there's gonna be a demo there with the entire character roster, and you kind of just like play on like certain tracks or something.
They did that.
Like how they did with
Insane, not Insane. Yes, which one was it? It was Insane. Yeah, Insane. For E3, the E3 build, they brought the full game, and you just whatever is available there, you just pick. You can pick from either of the 3 games, and then whatever. They only give you 10 minutes, so it's not like you're gonna get very far in 10 minutes. But like, that's like about enough for maybe 4 levels, 3 levels.
Yeah.
From whichever game, but they give you the full game. They gave us the full game from E3 2017, and we just had to play however long we could play. But you could pick whatever. It was the final build because I saw the Vicarious Visions intro, and I saw the main menu.
Yeah, they could do the
Did I
same.
do everything already? Oh, I did.
They could do the same thing with Nitro Fuel. That'd be awesome.
So that'd be cool. Because we've just been getting like builds, you know. Even as of today, like right now, there's in Canada select Canadian GameStops. They've got another demo, which is essentially the demo from the GameStop event. So hopefully that means that they're gonna start doling out just demos now for the kiosks. That's something we can actually check while we're gonna go out and about later on. We're gonna go after this stream and search for Mother's Day gifts. But there's also a GameStop near that area too, within walking distance. We could probably totally go check it out. Because we checked it out the first time. The time that the GameStop event was there, we checked, but ours wasn't holding the event. So,
Unfortunately.
which sucked, of course, because we get screwed over all the time with events like that.
Alright.
Or Best Buy, even if our Best Buy had it, which I'm not even sure if it did, it probably did, but it's too far away for us to get there. Like,
Yeah, it's like way as fuck over.
I mean, it's not like far away, but like, it's like a 20-minute drive. But since I don't have my license yet, I can't just drive out there willy-nilly. I do have a new car though, so well, new. My friend Chasey Wacy passed down his car to me. The mantle was passed down. Oh. That's what I was gonna say though.
Yeah, that was. I think that was like the biggest thing, like what Raven was saying about the C&K bosses actually being playable too, on like a console version.
That is really cool. Yeah.
I'm surprised that. I'm just kind of surprised with that, considering that the first boss they actually showed off in full was Geary.
Yeah.
and
Because
the different body paint
I was
whatever.
looking at the decal. No, it was the body paint, and then I was like, body paint, the paint jobs on the cars. And I was like, oh. I was like, oh shit, it's Geary. I love how when they drop reveals, they're so casual. You have to look for them.
Yeah.
Or at least you'd have to be like a fan to get it immediately. Like, oh shit, it's so and so. Like, he wasn't in the game before.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure. Yeah. So as the blog post said, we got the couple characters that are the CTR bosses. But then they said C and K characters are unlocked in a whole other way. But then but that portion of the blog when they said that is still separate from the part where they say, oh, well, besides the base 8, you can unlock other characters, remaining characters in another way. So besides who we already know is going to be playable, aka the CTR bosses, I'm pretty sure what they really mean is the other characters that people have been wanting from the classic games that have never been in a racing game, like Koala Kong, all the ones we've always mentioned, Tana, Brio. So I think that, I think it's going to happen real soon. That might be one of the next biggest reveals.
I was going to be like, I wonder who else they might put in the field.
It's totally going to be like Tana on all of them. There's no way. Like I said, I said it off camera, Victor, but I'll say it on the stream. There are 3 small little classes of characters, and one class is really just Spyro, huh?
You forgot the key.
Oh, I'll go back in right now. I always forget the key. Yeah, 390. So, like, there's 3 classes. One of them just being a guest character, which is Spyro. So the other 2 classes are those who haven't yet made it into a racing game, like we were just saying, Tana, Brio, and all them. And then the other class are the remaining 3 characters off of Tag Team Racing, being Nina, Pasadena, and Von Clutch. Nina has a way stronger possibility of making it in because she is a post-Naughty Dog mainstay like Crunch.
And also because of all the sprinkling in of tag team racing stuff they're putting in.
Yes. So far it's only been stuff like carts and costumes.
Yeah, carts and costumes.
But yeah, I'm sure that if anything, Nina will be another post-Naughty Dog character that'll make it in.
Do you think Crash can make it in Smash? Well, we have to wait and see.
I mean, it's possible. That's been a conversation for like years now.
It's been a conversation since it first.
It's literally
first revealed.
No. I'm talking about that was the thing back in Smash 4. This has been a topic for 5 years now, because I mentioned it very briefly in, I want to say it was one of the first Crash like speculation videos I ever made on the channel, which was back in 2014. Fucking, I almost missed it again. I almost just went back to the freaking portal. So it was a video talking about that fake Japanese Crash leak, the Virtual Console one for a Huge Adventure on the Wii U. I talked about that. It was one of the first speculation videos I ever did on the channel, and I was like, well, this could lead to his return because it's on a Nintendo platform. It makes sense. However they want to bring him back is however they want to bring him back. But then then they can introduce him in Smash Brothers because it's going to be on Nintendo, So I totally was like, that could be a thing. At first, I didn't want it to be. I didn't want it to be because I had this weird thought process back then where I was incredibly skeptical of Mega Man being in there, and even Pac-Man. For as much as I love Pac-Man, I was like,
yeah.
I was like, I don't like this only because of the fact that it's Namco. Not Namco as a company. I mean, because it's a Namco Nintendo partnership, and they want to make it known. So that's how come we're even getting Namco stuff in here, at all. And I'm like, please don't let it be just oh, look at these guest characters of the game. And it's still, Smash 4 still kind of feels like that. I'm not going to get into a tirade, I'm just saying. It still kind of feels that way. But even with Crash, people wanted Crash so badly, I was like, I had the same issues. I was like, well, that'd be cool, but I don't want them to put him in. I want them to put him in for the passion, not just because, oh, it's a tie-in, or oh, it's a something, or oh, it's, you know.
Or just simply like fan demand, whatever.
I mean,
that was pretty much like that for George Strong. It was just fan demand, pretty much, because they're like, oh yeah, these.
Oh, that
really
was fan
popular.
demand.
Yeah.
But seeing as they only put in as many Fire Emblem characters as they did because so many games were coming out for Fire Emblem around that time, a lot of those characters made it in purely for promotion of those games.
Pretty much.
And same thing for Shulk and Xenoblade. Like, if Xenoblade Chronicles did not come out around the same time as Smash 4, I'm sure he would have been just a trophy or something.
Probably.
John, what's up? Yeah, like, he wouldn't have had this much attention and become a playable character.
Who knows what would have happened if things didn't happen the way they did.
Because even I was like, because even hypocritically, I was like, oh, well, they could totally put in Shantae if they wanted to promote Half Genie Hero. But then I also said, counteractively to that, I was like, well, I hope it's not for the promotion. It doesn't have to be. She's a legitimately enjoyable character. So, like, you don't have to just, like, put her in specifically to promote one of her games. Because imagine this. However long it takes for Shantae 5 to be a thing, to, like, come out, or to get any kind of, you know, stuff on it, she could still make it in to promote that.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping that they don't put her in purely, you know, specifically just for that. But, I mean, they could. That's, like, the theme I'm trying to say.
Yeah. But they have the choice to do that. But also, I love how, like...
Graphics.
I love
Wait,
how, like...
piss the retro skins are... Well, I mean, it makes sense that the retro skins are PS4 exclusive. But I understand.
I love seeing things about Smash Brothers when people go on, like... They go on, like, rants and shit, because it's, like... Or at least when they talk about who they want to see as the DLC fighters, I still find it hilarious because I always see people being like, oh, it should be this character, or it should be this character. And no one's being, like, patient enough to be like, well, who could it be? Like, let's speculate on who they might be.
Yeah, well, because people aren't realistic. People have never been realistic when it comes to Smash Brothers.
Is it because it's like, they're like, oh, they're still trying to. Cause to me, it's like as if they're interpreting the DLC stuff as like Nintendo's still trying to take characters into consideration when they've already chosen them. It's just a matter of implementing them in the game.
It's really funny because, yeah, like, people don't want to admit it. They think I'm nuts. I'm just being stupid and talking out of my ass when I say that Smash 4 was not handled properly.
It was so bad.
It's so obvious because
hilariously bad.
you know how there's proof that it wasn't handled right, because fucking look how off the bat. Okay, first newcomer revealed for Smash 4, third-party character, Mega Man. Okay. First two, one of them was Villager, but that's a Nintendo character. So one of the first immediate, the trailer literally opens, trying to fake it out as if it was Animal Crossing. But oh
my god.
I hate the bonking. I swear to God. Sometimes it helps, sometimes it doesn't.
Fuck the flight level. I swear.
We should still be good though. Oh, I hit X for some reason instead of circle. I don't know why.
Cool. You're not gonna make it.
Yeah, well. The fuck are you on about? Watch this. Watch my swoon skills. it's so I don't know what I'm doing. Let's try again. Okay, so like the ballot was like one of the worst ideas we've ever had. Like on paper it sounds like it could be cool. Literally the worst idea they've ever had was the Smash ballot, because everyone already knew it was going to be filled with bullshit.
I mean, again, I wouldn't really say it was a bad idea. It was just it was the matter of how they executed it, of how they.
On paper, it was like, okay, let the fans choose a character. Okay, that sounds kind of alright,
yeah,
but
like,
it's fucking. We're in this meme-ass community where it's like that's just all everyone ever does nowadays. So of course they're gonna be like, Goku for Smash, Superman, Shrek. And it's like, that's the shit that. And then the fact that they were like, okay, you know, the ballot was like, okay, there's no limitation. You can literally just log onto the site and put as many suggestions in as you want. There's no like account. Like, well, how come they couldn't have you just sign into your Nintendo ID and then only allow one per ID? Like, that already would have been a better idea than what they actually did. And then also on top of that, well, there weren't any omissions of like people that were just like dumb, like characters that are just dumb decisions. They allowed,
and that's how Bayonetta got in.
They allowed anything and everything to just be suggested.
Yeah.
And then they tried to damage control it by saying, "Oh, but guys, be sure to suggest a character that came from a game first. They can't be like a tie-in, so no Goku or anything." Like they didn't say no Goku, but you know that's what they were like meaning. Like no characters that weren't in a film or other media first. They have to originate from a game. Not that that stopped people, because of course it didn't. But it's like it was handled so poorly, and I bring this up because it's like, okay, well, for Ultimate, one of the biggest decisions was make it like this just compilation game. Make it like, you know, this celebration kind of game where it's just like all these items, all these characters, all these stages and music from just across all the games are back. And then on top of everyone that we do have, most of them are Nintendo characters. How many third parties do we have? We have Joker.
Okay, hold on. All of them, like the entire like roster.
Everyone that we have. No. Just the newcomers.
There's Ken,
Joker.
And I think that's it.
Is it just them?
I think that's it.
Okay, who are all the newcomers?
Inkling. Okay, in order from I remember.
Okay.
Inkling, Daisy, Ridley, Simon, Richter, Krom, Dark Samus, K. Rool.
Yeah, this is already those
Ken,
are all Nintendo
Incineroar.
characters. Yeah.
And then Porcupine Joker.
Yeah. So just Ken and. Which Ken is like, alright, he's already a Street Fighter character. Street Fighter has already been represented from the last game.
Yeah, they've got Ryu.
So it's not entirely like new, like a whole new series. So the only third parties we're getting in this game are the other DLC characters. Like, that's really it. So they control the fuck out of this one. And then they say, speaking of DLC, oh well, Nintendo themselves have already chosen.
Yeah, they already
characters.
chose them. And
So
and
it's
that's
like,
why, that's why people are like, that's why I was thinking.
but I'm glad they did. I'm so glad they did.
Where it's like, people are still like, oh, it should be this character or it should be this one, but it's like, just fucking chillax, dude. Like, we'll see them when we see them.
Yeah.
And I think they said that too. Where it's like, oh, they were like in the beginning.
No doubt we're gonna get
like,
something at E3. I'm sure we are.
Yeah.
It's been a while since
little
Joker
something.
was teased.
Or even just I still find it when people don't take into account of like when Smash Ultimate was like revealed, Nintendo, they were like, oh yeah, we're gonna keep shit a secret. We're gonna keep everything a secret from you guys.
The only thing that was like sort of was, I think, Simon
and
K. Rool.
Joker.
And K. Rool. People were already expecting K. Rool at one point. I'm sure they were. I think they were.
I don't remember K. Rool. I just remember Simon because of the one of the music. One of the
Yeah. Okay, well that was their fault.
a music track.
That was their fault.
yeah.
That wasn't anyone leaking info. That was their fault, I think.
Yeah, they made a slip up, and everyone was like, "Oh, could this be Simon and Richter?"
And it's like,
Or
of course it
I
is.
mean, just Simon. I don't think anyone expected Richter.
I don't think anyone did. Where am I going? What the fuck am I doing? Sorry we're playing Spyro. I'm talking about Smash Brothers. We'll talk about Spyro now.
Are you
I
tired of
suppose.
Smash CTR?
No. What the fuck? No.
What are you talking about?
I'm playing Nitro Fuel. I want to play Nitro Fuel, goddammit.
Are you ready to go?
Hello, I'm Blobbers from Skylanders. It's like literally the same voice, the same actor. And all of them sound like a variation of that.
Yeah.
Which I thought was like weird. I'm like, well, this is Toys for Bob. If you thought Insane, because VV, their last game before Insane was Imaginators, you think Insane had a lot of Skylanders imagery and inspiration. This is right from the source themselves. Like, this is totally, a lot of areas totally. Plus, they have a lot more room to make Skylanders references because of the fact that the trophy for making it to the first balloon is literally called Boom. It's a fucking Flynn reference.
Yeah.
And then one of the dragons from Dreamweavers has, I forget his name, but he has the Traptanium fucking lantern. I also realized that he has a little sparkly thing, emanating from his horns. It's the fucking magic icon, the magic class icon from Skylanders. I was like, oh my god.
Yeah. Yeah, because I was playing...
That dragon is just a big Skylanders reference.
Pretty much, yeah. Also Floating Gem.
That's fine.
Yeah, because that's when I was playing. And I actually 100%ed all of Spyro 1. Like the first time ever.
You guys are in luck. Anyone who wants to play CTR with us but only is getting one version or the other, because we're getting both. I don't have any plans or interest at the moment to get it on Xbox, because we don't, I don't imagine that the controls will feel particularly good on an Xbox controller. It's not me being biased, I'm just saying, like, I only really play on Xbox for now for Cuphead or Banjo. TBH.
Yeah.
Hello.
Patches reignited.
Hopefully they...
Hopefully they keep the Clifftown glitch.
hopefully they keep this.
Yeah, this awesome collision. Do they stand on it?
There's still...
Next patch right there. Excuse me.
I did do that. When I showed off the patch for the motion blur and all that, I mentioned in the video, I was like, yeah, there's still some stuff they need to do, and then I showed a gameplay of this. Like, there's still stuff that needs to be fixed.
What would be a weird character idea for CTR?
Yaya Panda. And yet still, I wouldn't be surprised if they did it.
Yeah. Have you played Cuphead? Yeah,
Of course, Victor's like beating it.
I'm almost done with it. I just have...
No, what he means is he's almost done with it on Expert.
Yeah.
He's done the main game already. I haven't beaten it myself.
Oh, yeah.
I'm barely like on World 2, I think. Or
Yeah,
World
you're on
3. No, I'm
World-
World 2.
You're on World 2.
I haven't touched my actual save in actually quite a while.
Actually, you know what's funny? I think I went back on that save.
Yeah.
Or
How far back does the save go? Like,
I did another one because that was when I was.
did they show the date?
login issues.
Did they show the date on the save files?
I don't remember. I don't think so.
Oh.
I don't know. I don't remember. But I remember the last time we were on your save file was in World 2. We were in the beginning area with Deppy and all of them. And we didn't even get past them. So I believe that's when we did the multiplayer
We were playing
or
them?
something.
We were playing together?
I remember.
I think we were.
I remember we did it in the first world.
Yeah, I
Because we
remember that.
tried to. We were facing Hildebird.
Got her! Yeah.
And, oh my god.
Oh, fuck! Glare! Glare! Oh, ooh.
Oh my god.
Thank you, Collision.
But yeah, I'm almost done Expert. I just have the last two fucking running gun levels and the devil on Expert.
I think there's gems over here that I missed. Give me you. Where am I going? Where am I going? This way.
What about those tents?
Nah, I got them ready. Let's see. I think I got all the Norks here. All the
Is there a
soldier
gem by the-
Gnorks.
Is there a gem by the cannon? In one of the earlier ones?
Which cannon?
Go back. Real quick.
Oh, there were two gems over there, but I got them ready. Blah. Yeah, there were gems over here, but when I missed that jump, I got them already.
I thought there was a gem in one of those canyons.
No.
I didn't know. I guess I didn't
It's
see it
pouring
pick it up.
outside.
I
Dude.
guess I just didn't see it pick it up or something.
Fucking, oh my god. So I was at work, like, I think it was actually yesterday. It poured hard that morning. Yesterday morning. Why am I not making this jump? What is happening? Can I, like, okay, whatever, fuck it. Why am I not making that jump? That's what I was gonna say. Anyway, yesterday, I went to work. I work early in the fucking morning. I scan packages out of trucks that come over to our warehouse. So we're getting done with one of our trucks, and I hear the rain pouring. Like on, you know, here we go. What the fuck? Are you serious? Why am I having such trouble? Oh my god. I was playing this, I think, yesterday too. No, I'm doing it. I played this yesterday too. I had fucking trouble getting past in Jock stage. Do you remember Unica, whatever his name is? When you do the whole, you get the fool and then you have to go around at the beginning and then you go on the pedal.
Yes.
Coming back, flying back over to that, I couldn't make it. I did like 5 times. I'm like, what is wrong with me? Am I like not extending the jump as high as it should be? I totally am. There we go. Like, what the fuck? It's just me. It's not the game. I don't know why I'm having such trouble with it. It was so weird. But anyway, so it was pouring outside. The thing is that let me watch the trailer analysis video. Thank you. Yeah, I tried my hardest on the analysis. I haven't heard many people say it either. Anyone else with oh my god, I'm talking way too fast. Anyone else with an analysis before mine, I don't know if too many people actually mentioned like all the cart names and where they came from and stuff like that. The only thing I didn't go into detail about were the wheels, because I'm sure the wheels are just inspired by CTTR. You could already like put 2 and 2 together, but not a lot of people knew that the. I recognized a few of them. That's how come I was like, hold on, and I had to go on the wiki, the Crash wiki, to see the CTTR section and just see if what I was looking at was correct. Half naked oxide. Oh, that's hilarious. Shower oxide.
Oh my god, that one.
That's such a weird fucking idea for
Oxide of
a costume of his. Yeah, it's so funny.
You know, for kids.
That's fine. I thought it was so funny though. And the thing is, I was looking at the. I'll finish the rain story in a minute. I was looking at the cards and I'm like, those have to be from CTTR. The reason why I was saying that was because I watched the trailer the first time. I didn't catch it the first time, but I was like, once I saw, I didn't even catch Chicken Stew. Fucking G-Man pointed that out to me in the DMs. I was like, oh shit, you're right. Holy crap, that's awesome. But like, what tipped me off that we were getting CTTR stuff, just like with Aaron, was Ninja Cortex, because it's the first thing that they showed off that people will go, oh shit.
Ninja Cortex,
Princess Coco, Ballerina Engine.
Yeah,
so I was like, okay, they're adding in costumes. I'm wondering if they're gonna have other costumes for the characters, like who else am I thinking of?
Jewel Crash or Skeleton Crash.
Skeleton Crash.
Like Aaron was saying.
Fucking Crunch, Mr. Crunch, just for that fucking Mr. T reference. We already know that it's going to be CTR Crunch that's going to be shown off. That's being portrayed. But just, you know, that was an era at one point, you know. Like, I don't mind Titans and Titan Racing and Mind Over Mutant, but the one thing that I was like, that's weird, is Crunch being just a straight up Mr. T parody. And Tiny B. No, he wasn't in Titan Racing. No, Crunch was still fine enough, and he's a buff Bandicoot, so it's like, okay, him working out is okay. I don't have a problem with that, because they literally, okay, so they introduced Crunch in Earth Cortex, and he's just like a villain. He's a bland, I want to kill you villain. That's essentially what he ever was in Earth Cortex. Literally the next game we see him in, Nitro Kart, they give him more of a personality. Like, he's a bodybuilder. He likes to work out. Like, that's fine. I don't mind that. But then somewhere on the line, some fuckface was like, from Radical was like, hey, let's just make him Mr. T. It's like, but why though? Hey buddy, are you okay? Oh, I can, probably, but guys, I hate to say this. I really hate to say this. I really hate to say this. I think we have an Enter the Dragonfly situation here. I think this is a glitch. He's supposed to have woken up, and he is...
I think that's only if you're coming from a certain, like...
No, I'm sure that they're supposed to...
No,
I was right in front of him.
They're supposed to wake up when you go down the path.
It doesn't matter, I was right in front of him.
There was probably
If that's a trigger zone, then they should have...
I think it's like around there.
They should fix that. Tracer Bob.
I never noticed it because I just charged right into it. Yeah, and then I was talking about Fate Crash's cart, like as soon as the trailer starts, and how it's the PSP exclusive.
It's
a PSP exclusive cart.
Yeah, there's a few PSP exclusive carts, but one of them was that one. Like, it was just immediately off the bat. Like, I didn't recognize it as such, but when I went back to look at the carts, I went through the trailer all the way through to see how many carts were being represented. And that's the one thing I immediately caught on. It's like made exactly like it, so I was like, oh shit.
Any skin ideas for CTR?
I don't know about... No, wait, hold on. There was one more thing I was saying. Yeah, so I looked at the trailer and I was like, oh shit, there's CTR representation, which is so cool. What? Well, actually, we don't know if the boss cards from NK... We don't know if they're not. We don't know if they are, since we haven't seen them. But don't count them out just yet. We don't know if they are.
Yeah, they haven't shown off everything just yet.
There's still a whole lot. There's
so
still much
that they still have yet to show us.
There's still so much. So I'm pretty sure they've only shown us some of the...
This game's already crazy enough as it is with how many stuff they're cramming into this.
There's
like,
so much in a good way. It's like crazy. So that's the kind of like we're saying, like they're just jokes, but we really don't know if they're gonna put like Yaya Panda or Rillaru in this or
really it's just kind of up there. So
it's kind of up there. It's I don't know.
Just have to wait and see.
It'd be really funny.
It'd be hilarious.
It's funny, but what I respect about these ideas, what I can respect is the fact that they are finally paying homage to stuff outside of Naughty Dog, the Naughty Dog era. Like, it's not very often that you get a straight up reference that isn't just some kind of like verbal joke. Like that's what I talked about in the Comeback Saga 2.5. Like, we've gotten jokes and fourth wall jabs to other games from past games. Like, Twinsanity references Red the Cortex, and Titans references to Twinsanity. But like, they're just dialogue-based fourth wall breaking jokes. They're not homages, you know.
I want Yaya Panda and Rillaru, the two very obscure characters in Crash history.
But like, but Nitro Field is doing what like Mario Kart usually does, and they're just like, okay, these were part of the universe. We're just gonna put them in to unify it all as one big universe that all this stuff exists in. And I like that a lot. I am glad you like Crash the Titans because so do I. You'd be surprised at how many people actually like Crash the Titans. Aaron, Jeremiah, Isaiah, like, there are people out there. Voice Legend, like, we all like that era. It'd be like, fuck these games, they killed Crash. It's like, no, I'm pretty sure your non-support is what ended up killing it. I'm pretty sure that's what it was.
I guess that's why there hasn't been a game for however long.
Crash's hiatus happened because, like, it's not because they were so poorly received. They were actually fairly decently received. It's the fact that the fans just hated it. Yeah. And thought Crash was dead, so Crash ended up actually dying. And people just wanted, like, the classics. That's the kind of, like, there's this whole thing. I remember having thoughts back then where even I was like, "Oh, I hope Naughty Dog makes Crash again," and it's like they're not. Like, they have no interest. There goes Spyro. See you later. Like,
He's going off to Glacier Peak.
like, their only real return to Crash was just to pay homage. Having Crash as a cameo little thing in Uncharted 4 was Naughty Dog's way of saying, this is our 20 years for Crash, like, which is cool.
Yeah.
You know, it wasn't the same team that made that put that in there, but it was still cool to see it. Ow.
Stab you. Yeah.
The first one is not that bad, but the second one. Are you talking about, what, like Titans of Never Mutant? I like them both. I don't much care for the humor in My Never Mutant. Titans still felt like a Crash game. Like, taking it to the roots of, like, oh, I'm stupid.
What?
Those are dunes. All I saw were the little specks of rock, and I thought they were like floating particles.
From the distance,
Kind of, right?
They look like it.
So I was like, hold up, what's happening?
I was thinking, I instantly thought of Mario Galaxy. With like
Yeah, I mean,
rock in them.
or like Dreamweavers.
Yeah.
Oh, come back here, you fool.
Frederick, what's up?
Frederick.
Critically, Mutant games were higher scored in reviews than both Breath of Cortex and Insanity.
Yeah, because
Is that true?
I'm pretty sure it is. I wouldn't doubt it.
I mean, I could kind of understand Breath of Cortex, but
We're Insanity because it has a cult following. It wasn't finished. Some people out there do find it just so-so, but like, what saved it was its humor. And just the wacky, weird fucking situations that they would get themselves into.
yeah.
But as a game, if you're looking at it critically as a game, like, it's unfinished. But I like what they... Fucking Halvor's so cool.
How's a dragon
His voice, though, is
wearing
like...
metal armor anyway?
Remember, Spyro, flame won't work.
Yeah,
with
what's
metal,
up,
but
Spyro?
charge like your horns.
Remember, Spyro, you can use your horns so you try to ram into those metal capes.
Ram into those fuckers, Spyro. What was I
I was
gonna
gonna
say?
say something in Spanish, but I can't. I couldn't think of anything. I couldn't think of anything funny to say it and then translate it into Spanish.
Que la chingada, Spyro. He's like, what? What does that mean? The rain story. So what happened was, I didn't forget it. So I heard pitter patter on the pitter-patting. I heard the rain fucking coming down onto the truck, and then it got louder, and we were like, what the fuck? And then like it just went. We could like hear the rain like really loud, and by the time we finished up our truck and it pulled out, we could see outside, and it was just pouring. I was like, oh my god.
Remember, dude, flame will harm metal.
We'll remind you of this many times throughout the game. Wait, do that voice again, Victor?
Just in case you're a fucking dumbass. We have to remind you of everything.
Okay, now do that again, but make it more nasally and high-pitched.
Remember, Spyro.
I can't.
Okay, well, not strained.
I know.
I'll say, because you actually, you yourself, too, can do a pretty good Bentley impression. That's what it sounds like.
Bentley?
It sounds like Bentley. The turtle, not the Yeti. Sly.
Oh.
Are you really? You forgot who Bentley was?
I had to be sure.
I was like, not the Yeti, the turtle.
I had a double check in my mind.
There's only one character with a voice like that we usually do. So how do you
really
forget?
think I could do Bentley?
That's what it sounded like. You were like, yes, Spyro. It's not a very good impression.
Circle button.
Yeah, see? Remember, dude. Radical, yo. Totally tubular, dude. Flop.
Hey, Sly, that was totally tubular, dude.
Could you imagine?
Sly was like, what the fuck?
Could you imagine Bentley trying to be hits with the kids?
How you do, fellow kids?
How do you do, fellow kids?
Yeah, it's not a very good impression right now because I'm not trying, but... That'd be amazing.
Do you think Biker Crash would be a skin? It should be.
It probably will be because
I hope
because of the fact that because of the fact that we got Scuba Crash and we got Aviator Crash.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, out of bounds. Oh yeah, you can get soft locked if you go out that way near those cliffs over there.
And you fall.
And you fall. You're past the kill line, so you're not gonna fucking die.
Yeah.
Well, you found that out though in a very funny way.
Dude, that was hilarious. Marcelo never did it. It was the first time he ever did that glitch.
Yeah, it was. I was like, what the fuck? I knew of it. I just never did it.
Yeah.
Personally. Remember, Frederick remembers Spyro.
You've reached the highest
This
point
dude's
in
wings are
Pip-Town.
fucking
It
dope.
gets
I love the
almost
metal
anywhere
wings.
from here. If I were you,
So,
I'd use that
what's
whirlwind
cool?
over.
Okay, wings are supposed to, especially for dragon wings, are supposed to have like the flaps, not just like the bone structure. He doesn't have flaps, but because they're metal, do you think if he were to fly, they'd be like, because they're metal with the little, you know,
Like the flaps like come in or something, like they
like
disappear.
yeah, but like a very futuristic like grid-like kind of way, like hologram kind of way.
I was gonna say, I was
That'd be
thinking something like that.
dope. That'd be so cool.
It was funny because I was thinking that too. I was like, what? I was thinking about the way the wings look, and I was like, what if they were just like kind of like, it was like a thing that you would like activate.
That would be cool. Also, what's his name's wings? Xander's from Alpine Ridge. His wings are made of crystal. They're
Yeah.
fucking dope.
I love how
That's Robbie Damon voicing Marco. Yeah, that makes sense.
I love how with this game they went out of their way to make like all the dragons just like, cool. They made all the dragons like different in a way, especially with like the way their wings look or something.
Yes. What I like is that even though the designs have changed a lot, the color palettes have stayed relatively the same, which I didn't expect. And I thought that was really cool of them to do that.
Yeah. CTR is potentially having microtransactions.
I heard about that.
Yeah.
Well, I don't have much of a stance on it. Of course, I'm not gonna like it if they made it specifically like you have to pay real money to buy the extra content. But it's like, I don't think that's exactly the case. How they're doing it is I don't know if you've heard about this, but like they're introducing this whole thing about.
Lump of coins.
Yeah. Okay. Yes, we have heard about it.
Yeah,
And
I've
there's
seen that
this
on
pit stop, whatever it is. I don't know what that
Yeah.
means. I don't know if that means there's gonna be a literal area somewhere, like within adventure mode or something, or well, I'm sure it's gonna be like this universal option of like, oh, it's probably in the menu somewhere, the pit stop menu. He just blipped right into the thing. You see that?
I think so. Yeah.
But seeing as okay, hold on. Let me trash his comment. I don't think it's possible.
Like a mirror mode like thing.
Well, okay. Mirror mode was done. Mirror mode. Didn't they change mirror mode for Mario Kart 8? Wasn't it that they just reversed the way the track looks? Like instead of
pretty
turning
much.
left, you turn right.
Pretty much.
But then didn't they actually make it mirror when you play the track backwards?
No.
Was that never a thing?
No. I know. Well,
Are you sure?
there are challenges like that in Mario Kart DS where you have to like you have to reverse on like a track.
No. I don't mean reverse. What I mean is like
Well, I mean, other than that, no, they've never done that.
they retrofit, like you're playing the track backwards,
No.
but they have to like actually add. Stop that. But they have to actually like.
Excuse me.
He's like, I'm just gonna fuck you. Hi, Spyro. How's it going? But they have to like put extra shit in there so that way you can actually like if there's a jump going forwards, they have to do something so you can go like back up the other way.
Yeah, they've never done that. Mirror mode's just been like the reverse.
It's literally like a flip.
Yeah, it's just been like a flip on the stage where like literally everything is reversed. Like the banners and all that, where it says Mario Kart, it's like track whatever.
Yeah. Here's an editing joke for all of you people, for all you nerdlings. Here's an editing joke. What they did for mirror mode was they just added a horizontal flip effect to the anyway. Horizontal flip effect.
Horizontal flip effect.
They just drag and drop the horizontal flip effect onto the track. That's an editing joke, ladies and gentlemen. Only people who use After Effects, Premiere to get that. I have to use horizontal flip on your character all the time for big games because I drew you a certain way to where like you have to lean up against. I mean, I suppose I could have you lean up against one of us in the thumbnails, but because I drew you specifically to do a little fourth wall breaking and lean up against the thumbnails, I have to put you on either one side or the other. I can't have you in the middle. So sometimes I have to flip you the other way if I'm gonna put us like on another side of the thumbnail. So I use the horizontal flip effect on you all the time. What if that snowball went and killed that guy?
That was amazing.
That'd been funny. I was actually kind of hoping for it.
Did it go
Crash for some reason when used. Okay, I don't know what's in there. Oh!
Cool.
Fuck you. Die. Come here, bat.
Mirror modes are lame to me, honestly. Says Fraser.
I don't usually do mirror mode. I don't really like it too much.
I mean, mirror mode is basically 150cc in Mario Kart. Mirror mode is 150cc, just reversed.
Just flipped, yeah.
That's just it. But I think it's like a tiny bit
Todor!
I think they try to make the CPUs a tiny bit harder on that one.
They get harder
far
with
as I can
every one. They get harder.
200C is going their hands. Oh.
Fuck 200cc. Jesus Christ.
Toad's Turnpike in mirror mode. Oh god.
Nope. I don't like Mario Kart 64.
Mario Kart 64 plays weird.
It's too stiff.
Is it
That
like,
shit's stiffer than C and K. And
Is
C and K came out like 10 years later.
Isn't Mario Kart 64's drifting like? Wasn't it like very like vastly different? I think it was.
Wait, what? Say again?
Mario Kart 64's drifting.
No. Well, it felt different. It was the first time they ever implemented it. It literally went Super Mario Kart 64. That's literally how it went. Like, they just jumped it to 3D like immediately. It's just been that way ever since.
Yeah. Well, because imagine Mario Kart on the NES.
It literally couldn't be done.
Yeah. So
It actually couldn't be done.
So I guess that's why they did that. They did that instant jump from 2D to 3D with Mario Kart.
I just think it's funny. They didn't do any sequel Mario Karts on the SNES. They just skipped right ahead to the N64.
Yeah.
Like, Mario Kart 64 is Super Mario Kart's sequel, I'm sure.
They're like, people like Mario Kart, and people like the N64 because they can't
Super
get enough
Mario Kart felt weird to control. We have it on the we have it on cart.
Yeah, and it was
We have the actual cartridge.
and it was the only time that Diddy Kong Jr. was a playable character,
Very much.
like in a Mario Kart game at all.
Yeah.
What's your favorite C&K track?
Fuck, I don't know. Out of Time is a good one, like Frederick said. I don't know, man. I have to. I mean, we're playing C&K right now for big games, but I have to go back and like really look at just the track list again.
Same.
Hyper Spaceway is good. It's long, but I like it.
Well, if I can really think of a track from C&K that I could say that was my favorite, it would probably be Android Alley.
I like Electron Avenue.
Or no, not Android Alley, Electron Avenue is my
Yeah.
bad. What was Android Alley?
Android Alley was the one with which one was the one with the train? I think that was Android Alley. I think.
If that's it, then well, I guess then yeah, then I'll also say Android Alley because of that gimmicky ass train.
Ragdoll. The gimmicky ass train.
Yeah.
You've
Good
done
job.
well,
No,
Spyro.
mash the buttons, do something.
Fucking dust.
Fucking fidget.
Fucking fourth wall breaking ass.
You missed gems up there.
Did I?
Yep.
Missions right there too. Oop. No, the best fourth wall break she does when she goes. You should see when he's in action. He shakes the screen and it goes.
Oh yeah!
She makes that noise.
That's right, I forgot.
And the fucking
The subtitles
are just
actually,
like PPPGHZVTBBTHT.
yeah, like they try to spell it out. It's hilarious.
It's funny.
Also, you did get those gems back there.
Yeah.
I thought you didn't, but
I was like, I'm not missing anything. I don't think.
yeah. No.
Thunderstrike. Thunderstrike. Thunder. What?
Thunderstrike.
Is that what it's called? I thought it was called something else. The green one. I always call it the green one because it's got like a green ass. It's like acid rain or like a fucking like green ass sky.
Yeah, like a green.
Thunderstruck.
a green
Thunderstruck. It's not Thunderstrike. Thunderstruck. That's what it's called.
A green ass skybox.
Yeah. I just call it the green world.
The green track.
Go to the green world.
The green world with the statues
Statues.
and the swinging spikes.
We'll get banished to the green world. It was Android Alley. What's the fucking other one I'm thinking of? What's that other one? Oh my god. With the crushers and like you're in the little factory. What the fuck is it called? Android Alley is the one with the little sweeper dudes and the train. The train. The
That one
fucking,
was
I mentioned it in my goddamn analysis.
Assembly Lane?
Yes, there you go. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm like, it starts with A, but I forgot what the name was. Yeah, something like.
Yeah, Assembly
There we go.
Lane.
Yeah, thank you. That one was pretty cool. That one has the dirt, like you're on.
Oh yeah, the,
Yeah.
the dirt
Oh,
segment.
yeah. Dirt. I was gonna say like dirt bike, like you know, like Coliseum looking like
Yeah.
ish. I mean, like cause it's just a dirt track.
Yeah, it's like
Until you go to the factory.
I vaguely remember the interior of the
Up! They showed that off actually. I want to say it was either that or it could have been Tiny Arena when they showed off Crunch with that biker Master Chief looking suit.
Oh yeah.
Because it had a dirt floor. I didn't know which one it was. Whoop. I know I had some other things I was saying earlier and I totally forgot them, so, you know, it happens all the time.
CTR, not sure if it was insane with the fan
It
service.
fucking is.
It is.
It really is. I love it. I love it because it's fan service outside of Naughty Dog.
Yep.
They're the first ones to really acknowledge it. That's like, yeah, this is a whole universe. And there's a close-up. Someone zoomed in a little bit more on Coco for what's this booth? Someone zoomed in on Coco a little bit more in her like little beach setup, and it looks way more apparent that her hairstyle is in fact it's got to be a reference to her Titans look. Because I don't see her ponytail. She's her little whippy is down the way it looks in here in Titans, but then you can see a bit more of the back of her head with her hair, and I don't see a ponytail. It looks like it's just straight down. I think it's a straight up reference, like her hairstyle to
A reference to
Titans. That's what it looks like. Josh Goodwin, what's up?
Protect the Pikachu. Hope you don't see it.
I'm sure I will. I've been hearing good things about it.
Yeah.
We're gonna go see it probably on Tuesday. I want to try. Which means while we're there, we should go to the thing. If we're gonna be by GameStop, we should just go and get our tickets right now today, because we could do that. I love how I just ignored the chest. Because that's what Wes and I did. We were gonna go see Endgame 2 weeks ago, and then when it was sold the fuck out, we were like, okay, shit. So we asked to see if we could get them a week in advance for the next week, and they said yes. So we're like, okay. So we'll just do that.
Yeah, we can do that. We can just like
So that way,
reserve our seats.
yeah. So that way, all we have to do on Tuesday is just go and have our tickets and just go inside.
Yeah, let's just hope there's no annoying kids in there.
Oh my god.
Here we go.
Oh my god, don't get me started. So when Wes and I went to go see Avengers Endgame,
Here we go.
it was. I can say with absolute certainty that was the worst audience experience I've ever had in a theater.
Disgusting.
Disgusting! That was the absolute worst audience experience I've ever had in a theater. Because we're on the very top row, and first of all, I can't believe Wes likes the top row because I don't. And us being on the top row this particular time, we get this dude who's like probably around our age, if not older, and his like 50-year-old dad right beside us. So Wes is like right there by the stairs on the right side of the theater. I am right there next to him, the next one over, more inward into the row. Right beside me, like this, is that fucking old dude, and I guess his son or whoever. And then a few more seats down the way is this family with like 3 or 4 fucking kids who wouldn't shut the hell up. They kept talking throughout the... Wes was like plotting murder. And I'm just like... They're like... I'm like tapping on the little thing. I'm like tapping my feet. I'm like, shut up, kids. Shut the fuck up. Every time something happened, like Thanos shows up. Oh, look, it's Thanos. Oh, look at it. Oh. And they're just talking. And then it's like, there's Iron Man. There's Tony. Look at it. It's Captain. I'm like, please stop.
This is a theater. You're not supposed to fucking talk.
The only time they didn't, unless it's like a collective reaction to something. Oh, fuck. I'm just going to start over. Because...
like with Ruby. When they had Ruby in theaters, and like when Pyro showed up the first time,
that shit
like,
was
oh.
funny. That was funny because it was first off, there were no real kids in there because no kids really. I mean, I'm sure kids watch Ruby, but none that we know of that are in our area. Since it's more niche and it's more online and independent, not a lot of people understand what Ruby is when they go and see it on the fucking at the box office. They're not gonna see it in the listing and go, "What's Ruby?" It was purely for the fans, and a lot of us are way older, so you know we're watching it and we're a more fucking mature for what it's worth audience. So we were like, you know, reacting accordingly. But those goddamn kids. Why would you take the kids to see a 3-hour movie of this stuff when it's like, oh god, I don't know. I was really hot and bothered about that. I was like, we have 3 hours of this. I have to hear these kids. The only time they did not talk was when one of them went to the bathroom. I was like, well then. Can I make it? Oh god, I wonder. Can I make it?
Why'd you do that?
I was trying to be really funny and just stall, and then I actually missed it.
Yeah. Fucking idiot.
It was funny.
Anyway.
It was funny, whatever.
We haven't seen all the tracks yet. It makes you wonder what they're going to look like. Well, yeah.
I mean, that's one of the biggest things left to be hyped for.
Yeah.
Besides other characters that are making it in.
Yeah.
That we haven't seen yet.
Fridge like, and the moral of the story is to never go to any movie theater ever.
That's what my mom's like. I keep trying to get her to go and see. I'm gonna get her to see Endgame in theaters. She's like, I don't want to. I'm like, you're going. I want you to see it. Cause she wants to tell me. She wants me to tell her the spoilers. I'm like, I'm not telling you the spoilers. Go see the movie.
But she wants to see it on DVD.
Yeah, she usually does that. She's like, let's go. Let's just wait to watch it on DVD. My mom. That's like 5 months from now. I don't want to wait 5 months to see the movie.
Everyone's gonna be talking about it in that amount of
time. No, they were talking about it like 2 days after it showed.
I mean,
Spoilers were happening like a day after, if not the day of.
Yeah, because I've been seeing it.
It was annoying because yeah, there were certain things that I got spoiled on. They were small, kind of, but there were things that I would have been like really like, oh shit, if I saw it before knowing about it.
Yeah, I don't know how you keep getting spoiled on stuff. It's weird.
I don't look for it.
I find that amazing.
I don't type anything out relating to it. I just go through Twitter, like I usually do, and they're just there. Because people make memes about it.
And then you're like, fuck!
And I'm like, fuck! That is how it goes. It was so bad with Smash Bros. 4 because that is what happened. I would just go on YouTube to watch stuff, and in my recommendeds, you get Prosofia Gaming being like, here's all the shit from Smash 4. by the way, it comes out tomorrow. And I'm like, then don't show it. Don't fucking show it. It's so annoying.
Another reason why Smash 4 didn't do so well.
Yeah, it was leaked to fuck.
It was just.
It was real bad. What time is it? We have some time. I'll do the homeworld in like one level. Okay, guys, which level do you want to see in Magic Crafters? I'm only gonna do one level, and then we're gonna head out. Where's Crash's tail? Tawna has one. I mean, Crash was gonna have a tail. I don't know. Coco and Crunch don't either. Or the Trophy Girls. I'm pretty sure they don't have tails either. For some reason, only Tawna does. It might have been just a leftover from when they were supposed to be wombats. Because even Tawna was supposed to be a wombat named Carmen. Alpine Ranged. Alpine Ridge? Alright. Who seconds Alpine Ridge? I'll do it. That jumping animation. Yeah, exactly. Fucking, he doesn't even jump. He just, like, idles out of the fucking balloon. Yeah, that's what I said. Crunch doesn't have a tail. Coco doesn't. And I'm pretty sure none of the, Trophy Girls do either, because they're all Bandicoots too. Why do the Trophy Girls exist? Were they also experiments of Cortexes? The more you know, the more you stop to think, hold on, why are they there? Same thing like Yaya Panda or Rillaru, like what? The Cortex couldn't have mutated all of them, could he? Bruh. I just had a big bruh moment.
Okay.
Good job.
Whoa.
That was fantastic.
Sorry about that.
I watched that shit rattle. I'm still looking at the game. I'm still looking at the game, but from my peripheral, I just see it go.
Yeah, sorry about that.
I just had a bro moment.
About the Trophy Girl?
Yes. Why do they exist? What I mean is.
Well.
Why? What I mean. What I mean is. I was expecting you to pull up a picture. Funny you should ask. I just had this like realization moment.
Okay.
Why do they exist? Did Cortex make them? What? How? What? Why are they here? Who mutated them to be trophy girls? How did that happen? What is their point in existing if not to be a presenter of trophies? Of end trophies. Because, you know, that's his name.
Yeah.
After all, it's end trophy. It pisses me the fuck off when people do that.
It's like you can see,
There is no age in his name. Also, it's a play on the word entropy. That's a real word. Look it up. Google.
Open your eyes for a sec.
Open
Look
your
at
eyes,
his fucking
people.
name. Do you see an H in his name anywhere? No. So why do you say entropy?
It's one of those things that just I understand how people can like. I suppose I understand. I both understand and don't understand.
I would only understand.
And it pisses me off.
I would only understand it if it's like if someone were to have like I don't know some kind of other dialect where it's like English isn't their first language or something. I can only understand it like that, where it's like, okay, so like, you know, like God.
Did Sans make the trophy girls from other video game?
This Sans Undertale.
Sans Undertale. Say, I'm horny. I need some trophy girls. in the text to speech British voice.
Where did Rillaru come from?
I don't know. Someone's fucking imagination. They said, we need someone that's like Dingodile.
We need another.
Let's make a monkey.
We need another mutated animal that's gonna be obscure as fuck. So they got Rillaru and they put him in Dash, and they were like, all right,
Perfect.
And they're like,
He'll never make another appearance ever again, and no one will ever reference him.
yeah.
What if you could What if Rillaroo was like in Titans?
Wasn't Rillarue's like?
Did you hear me?
Huh?
What if Rillaroo was in Titans?
Oh god. I had a voice. Oh god.
That'd be awesome. That'd be funny.
Well,
What if it was a parody of someone?
oh god. I couldn't imagine that.
Who would Rillaroo be a parody of, people, if he were in Titans? We have Tiny as... I was gonna say Mike Tyson. I was gonna say Mountain Mike's because we just ordered pizza from there. Then I was gonna say Magic Mike's. That's no good.
Ooh, no.
That is not good.
No boy, no.
No bueno at all. I meant to say Mike Tyson. Oh, then I was gonna say Mike Tompkins. There's so many Mikes.
Mike Tyson.
Mike Tyson. We have Tiny as Mike Tyson, and then we've got Crunch as Mr. T. So who would Rillaroo be parodying if he were in Titans and had a drastic redesign? The Bash manual explains. I don't think it does. Actually, no, it doesn't. He just says Rillaroo was here. He's a mystery. Didn't even show his goddamn look in the profile.
Yeah, they didn't show that, but no, they were like,
I forgot the Bash manual too. They don't even show his fucking profile.
They don't show, they don't show
It's
him,
a silhouette.
But they do, it's like he does have like a little
Yeah,
bit
there
of
it
a
is.
backstory.
There it is. John Lang just straight up lifted the fucking comet. He goes all...
No, they did it kind of give us somewhat of an explanation about Rillaroo, where it's like
They just said he was created by someone mysterious or some shit. That's his only backstory.
that, and like he's like a part of like some circus, and I guess that's why he has like the
Something like that, yeah.
like
By the way, that circus thing was a...
something like that.
By the way, the circus thing was a...
Goes into
Shut up. The... Roast DK.
Oh.
What?
Wait, oh, Frederick's saying that Rillaru would be the parody of the original Donkey Kong.
No, but they just said Stans already has a reference to DK. Do they? Also. Am I being dumb? You talking about like, what, Scorporilla or something? I'm honestly lost right now.
I know.
No. What was I gonna say right now? What was I gonna say right now? This happens all the time. I don't remember what I was gonna say.
Cool.
The official strategy guy explains he was Quintus' first experiment. What the fuck?
What?
I thought Ripperoo was his first experiment. Bash is not canon to anything. Let's just get that out of the way. So, you know, I'm pretty sure that's just their bullshit reason, not an actual fucking reason.
Including a brand new character that was never going to be in any other.
Yeah, Ripperoo is Cortex's first experiment. Someone just made that shit up. By someone, I mean someone whoever wrote the manual. Okay, thank you. Fucking... Okay, I remember what I was gonna say. The circus... I'm pretty sure they lifted that from Cortex, because that was supposed to be Cortex's original backstory, but they never used it.
What?
That's why he has, like, the springy hair or whatever. This is also in the history book, the one that I have, the history Bible of Crash from Dark Horse. One of the original notes from way back when it was Willy Wombat was that Cortex, after he went through all his looks, Cortex's basic design, basic character, the basic character of Cortex was set in stone even at the time of Willy Wombat, as early as Willy Wombat. Because he was called Neo Cortex. He had the head on his head. He went through some different looks first, and one of those looks became Brio's, you know, the basis for Brio. But once they did that and they got his name down, you know, he's been who he was. But Tana was called Carmen. Crash was Willy Wombat, and he was going to be very like Gex-like and make a bunch of like pop culture references. He was supposed to talk.
Yeah, I'm glad they didn't do that.
I'm glad they didn't do that.
That would be weird.
It would have been like the fucking Crash 2 ad.
Oh god.
But canon. And then, so yeah, one of Cortex's things was that he was in the circus, but then he was being, I guess, belittled or some shit, so he blew the circus up. It gets dark, actually. It gets very fucking dark. So he kills his parents.
Excuse me, what?
in a freak, quote unquote freak accident, where the circus blows up. He escapes the circus. He Is it weird that I know where these quotes are coming from Dust? That John keeps quoting that one comes from the beginnings of the fidget doll scene.
Yeah.
Because I watched there's a behind the scenes on them recording that scene, and that's like one of the first lines they did for that moment in the video. So they had her do like a bunch of takes of her saying that. French is like, what? Yeah, no. So he kills his parents. He escapes the circus, goes into the evil school, where he meets Brio. They try. His actual canon origins get screwed up every so often because they say that Brio was one of his earliest colleagues. Yet Twinsanity tries to confirm that Engine was also there from that artwork where he's got the paper plane in his head. So whatever school they went to, is whatever. And again, these are not all of what happens in this backstory that I'm explaining for Cortex right now actually made it in, of course, but these were from the history book. So that happens. He goes to his school. He's still ridiculed. They hold him down and brand the N on his head, which is supposed to stand for nerd. And then, where did I miss 10 gems?
Wow, right there.
Oh, that fucking guy, really?
Wow.
God damn it. Fuck this. I watched that video too on those two voice actors. Yeah. Oh my god, there's a really funny... I told Victor some of it, but I didn't tell him all of it. There's a fucking... It's like a half trailer, half like just them screwing around with like some little comic of Dust. And you know how she's always making comments about how she wants to eat, like bite your face off or whatever? Well, I don't know if this isn't a character we've come across yet. I'm not sure really who he is. I don't know if he's one of the main villains or whatever, so I don't know if it's much of a spoiler, but like it's this keen dude. And she rushes up to him and actually does it, and you don't see it, but you just hear it. Because they put like these sound effects and like voice clips in. And then she oh, I gotta just show you. And then, so his face is off. You don't really see much of it. Of course, it's still like kept very like PG of sorts. But then she inserts herself into that position and like puts her arms in and starts controlling him like a puppet. It's so creepy, but it's funny at the same time.
That's very scary.
But it's funny. That's the funny thing too, is that it's amazing. Can I get a moment of silence for Skylanders Academy? A moment of silence for Skylanders Academy. It was an okay. Whoa! It was an okay show. I liked it more than the games, but that fucking actually, I'm a little pissed at that. I'm pissed because even though
okay. I know what Frederick was talking about with Titans in the Donkey Kong reference, but go on.
What was it?
No, continue what you were saying.
Well, it's just say your thing first, real quick.
Okay. He was saying that.
Good job.
He was saying that on the last level, when you get to
oh
the
no,
robot,
no, I know what you're talking about.
it was that one little.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
And then you also fight the Scorpio.
Yeah, the way that part's Oh, I forgot about that actually.
Yeah.
I never got that as a kid, and even up to a certain point, someone said it a long time ago, and I was like, what? And then I thought about it, I'm like, oh fuck, they're right. I'm like, oh my god, like that's like the most subtle, not subtle Donkey Kong reference.
Yeah.
I was like, wow. Like voice legend Victor and all of them were trying to say, no, the show ended on a not cliffhanger. I'm like, no, I'm pretty sure it did. So I'm not sure whether it was a cliffhanger or not. But oh yeah, her fucking drawing was amazing.
I have it saved on the Switch gallery.
Oh yeah, Victor fucking took a picture of it.
Yeah.
I didn't want to do that, but okay. I guess we'll do a little bit of this, and then we'll fall off and lose a life, which I will promise I'll do, and then we'll end the stream. The Tears of Spyro only started. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There was a cliffhanger, like to the point where Spyro just leaves at the end of the last episode of season 3, so you can go and find out more, like really go find out more about his ancestors and stuff. Because it was a thing all throughout season 2, well, some of season 2, and it became a more prominent thing after Dark Spyro from season 3. Well, Dark Spyro's been there for quite a while throughout season 3. But
Actually incorporating Dark Spyro.
yeah, he turns into Dark Spyro. Oh, fuck. Yeah, you haven't really seen it, huh?
No.
So in order to protect some shit and make sure Cinder was safe, he makes a deal with Malifor to, if I remember this right, he makes a deal with Malifor to get handed over, or no. Well, he goes, damn, that was savage. No. He goes to see Malifor to talk about Cinder, but then Chaos and them catch him because they release the fucking, remember Evil Eyes guy? Do you remember that at all?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
So Evil Eyes guy is actually, okay.
I think I remember him.
Well, because he was even sort of in the games, but I don't fucking know his role at all in the games. Because he was sort of in the games.
Wasn't he like the silent guy or something? Like, did he like not talk at all?
No, we talked.
Oh, and I kind of.
It was this otherly entity that only a few of the villains knew about, and he was just this big cloud of like stuff with eyes. He was trapped in like a realm or whatever, and then like yeah. Oh, you should go in front. Okay. And then it was, you know how like they do like, oh, it's the big bad. Oh, but there's a bigger bad. Like that's essentially what he was. The villain higher than the highest villain that we knew of. Because it's like, oh, Chaos is the main villain. Oh, okay, now it's his mom. Okay, now it's this thing. Like, that's what it is. So he gets revealed as like quote unquote Chaos's dad in the show. See, because then they throw a whole loop, and then they have to explain this. This was a thing. I don't know if it's in the games. I'm sure it's not in the games because I never saw it in the games. Trust me, I've seen most of the cutscenes from every single Skylanders game. And in the show, they make this big reveal that Eon takes off his helmet theme that he always wears.
Yeah.
And he's got the Chaos's theme.
Really?
So they're like, well, was he his real dad? Because that guy, I forget his name. Oh, it's Strikor is his name? I think Strikor. Something like that was that dude's name, that Evil Eyes guy, because he gets a corporeal, full body form, and he looks like Eon, not exactly like Eon, but because they're brothers. So, because he looks like him with the helmet and the robes, and in the facial, he has like his big nose kind of too, but not his facial hair. By the way, anyone who hasn't seen, like, do you really care about fucking? Anyway, spoilers for Academy. It's just Skylanders, but whatever. So, I love how John's just quoting Dust quotes. So, forever. As far as it's meant to be creepy. So that was never explained. He just kind of revealed it, and they were like shocked, and then just cut to another scene. So I was like, all right, I guess that's gonna be it's gonna like literally start up with them asking, "Hi, Eon, what the fuck?" You know, like. But I guess not, because it's canceled now. So, I don't know. They were teasing this whole other, like, not teasing, it was a literal cliffhanger. There was this whole other... He never found out any answers, Spyro, for the dragons. So, like, you know, that's what they were going to seem to have focused on. And that could have paved the way for, like, more references. Like, they could have really, you know, now that Reignited's here, they could have totally, like, fused a little bit of that in there.
Australian Coco though.
That was amazing. I love that.
I like that.
I love that. Okay, you know what? Fuck these guys because their range is bullshit. Look, I'm like nowhere near him, and he's really trying to hit me. It's like, whoa, okay. Your hit detection is like way off. So, yeah. But it was more enjoyable to watch than it is to play. That is ridiculous. That is utterly ridiculous. I stopped, like, not even actually near him. Run a little bit. I know. So, blue. I was gonna say I'm like I'm missing something. Way over here. Whoa!
Oh, I thought you were letting water there.
That's fine. I am epic. Foop. Yup. Yup. Bleh. No, it won't. I couldn't imagine it would. Season 3 ripped off Infinity War's plot. How? No one didn't? What the fuck? No one died. No one got snapped into existence, out of existence.
No one got Thanos.
No one got Thanos, as it were. What the fuck am I missing? Oh, I know what I'm missing. It's always in the beginning. Why do we abuse somebody's sheep? Because it's funny. And it's the literal basis of everything in Skylanders. It's like, you kill sheep and Spyro is a flame breath. I guess that's the only two things we're gonna take from actual Spyro. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Whoa!
Just put instant reverb over that.
I would love that. That'd be amazing. I would laugh really hard. Oh, fuck. It's that thing again. Oh, it's happening again. It's happening again. A character? No, well, let me run over his plate. Let me kill myself. So the last time I played this casually, this thing happened. Oh, okay, that's small portion. I just meant like the whole entirety of like whatever. Yeah, sort of. I guess. Where is it? There it is.
That's weird.
I don't know why it does that. It's so weird. He dies way ahead of time, but then the gem's just like not there. It doesn't spawn or something. Because it happened last time. The evil eyes of evil.
The glowing evil eyes of evil.
Mr. Merchant. Don't worry, I want to get back to Dust at some point. I want to beat that game on stream. But,
I still have to beat it myself.
People want to see Dreams first, so we're going to do that next time we stream with Aaron. Okay, so yeah, it's been an hour and a half. I wanted to keep this relatively short. Yeah, this is short for us.
Yeah.
Seeing as if we were doing fucking Ace Attorney, it'd be like 2 or 3 hours long. I bet you. So alright. That's about it. There's a lot that we just kind of left there, but we'll talk about more stuff in the next stream. Whatever that is. Whatever that is. The hog from Crash. No, he's too generic. He's
People be like, who the fuck's that?
He's, well, no, people will know who he is. Like, he's memorable for his type of level. It's the same reason why people want Baby T. Like, I don't think it's a really...
Well, we're talking about the hog because he has like a personality. It's just a hog.
That's what I'm saying. Well, the people want the lab assistants, and I'm like, the lab assistants are too generic.
Yeah, they're very generic.
They don't have a personality. They just are kind of there.
As much as like skin ideas are like it's like costume ideas would make sense because there are different variations of the lab assistants, but other than that, like, I don't think so.
This sounds true.
Oh my god.
Here we go. Here we go. Oh, Sparks is just there. I told you I was going to do it. So I said I was going to kill myself once just because I wanted to do it. And then I'll end it for the stream. Yeah?
Realizio, he's like, oh yeah, I hope we all do Drawful again at some point.
At some point we'll do another Drawful stream.
Yeah, that would
Okay.
be amazing.
So that is it for right now. Thank you guys so much for watching and tuning in. May or may not stream tomorrow. Let's see if... Actually, can't. Yeah. Mother's Day.
Yeah.
Totally forgot. I was gonna say, if Aaron's available, maybe we'll just stream tomorrow. But tomorrow is Mother's Day, so happy Mother's Day Eve today. Also, yeah, to all the mommies out there.
It was for a stream. It's time to eat pizza now.
It is. Well, I mean, not right now because it's not here. We ordered it for like way later on because we're gonna go out and get gifts and stuff. But yeah. So thanks for tuning in. We'll see you guys later. I'm Mark.
Vic.
We'll see you guys later.
Fucking John, though.
Take care.
I love how this stream was just
Nothing
John
but dust
referencing-
quotes.
Yeah, just fidget quotes. That's it.